Hey, good afternoon, G Plus friends. How y'all doing? I got some important information to share. Today is Dr. Martin Luther King's Jr.'s birthday. Mlk Jr. Now, Dr. Martin Luther King did a lot for this country. He made it so that there's not just a black and there's not just a white. Black and white are coming. Dr. Martin Luther King made sure that black and white are together now. We can all sit at the table and eat with each other. We can all have a great time. We all have unique and great and different personalities. And Dr. Martin Luther King, I thank God for you, my brother, that you have done that for this country. This country, USA, is a great country. Why? Because of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He fought for equal rights for everyone to live in the same neighborhoods, for everyone to eat at the same restaurants, for everyone to drink at the same water fountains, for everyone to just be happy and go to school together. I thank God for you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I love you, my brother. And let's look at the president that fought with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for equal rights for everyone in the 60s. The president's name was John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy fought with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the civil rights movement, and JFK said that JFK fought with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for equal rights and equal opportunities for everyone in the 1960s. The 1960s was a very hard, depressing time for us Afro-Americans. But we had a strong freedom fighter, which was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He never took no for an answer. His goal was for freedom for the Afro-Americans. And his goal was for freedom for everybody else in America. He fought for freedom for white, Asian, African, Mexican, Puerto Rican. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. fought for everyone's freedom in the USA. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was such a magnificent, special man in person because he fought for what he knew what was right and what was best for the United States of America was equal rights, equal opportunities for everyone in this great country that we live in, USA, that I love. Today, as we reflect on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I hope everyone watched the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. movies that usually come on. I hope everybody, tune in to all the speeches that will be presented today about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I hope everybody look on YouTube and post some of the videos of Dr. Martin Luther King's speeches, because he was a very good speaker as well, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And President Barack Obama is a very good speaker and convincer. And I just want to say that MLK Jr., thank God for you, and thank God for your family and your kids. The civil rights movement was very hard times for Afro-Americans. But Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did not give up his fight. He made sure that this country was equal opportunities for black and white and Asian and Mexican and Puerto Rican and Korean, Chinese. He made sure he fought for equal rights for everyone. He did it in a non-violent manner. But of course, there were freedom leaders that wanted freedom by all costs, and some freedom fighters did use violence, like Malcolm X. He did speeches. He did everything to get freedom across. And Nelson Mandela, he used violence to get freedom across. But each one of these guys that I mentioned wanted equal rights for everyone. They just did it in a different way. And Black History Month is right around the corner, G Plus friends and YouTube friends. and you can look up all the great freedom fighters. Remember back in the day, G Plus friends and YouTube friends, you could go to Jules, and there was those little small booklets of culture. You could learn about your culture. You could buy this little book. You will read the book, and sometime your teacher will ask you to write a term paper, or maybe a couple of paragraphs about the booklet that you purchased from Walgreens with some of the great freedom fighters like Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, W.E.B. Du Bois, George Washington Carver, and the list goes on. Black History Month is next month, February. Black History Month for 28 days, and I want everybody to, take the time and, look up this information, because freedom fighters is what made this country strong as it is today. Freedom fighters made sure that there is love for everyone in the USA. Love, peace, and head grease, YouTube friends. Mike Ralph, I'm out.